Lean on us.
We are here for you.
You matter.
You are not alone.
Are you feeling overwhelmed? Not sure where to turn? The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there for you 24/7. Call or text 988 or chat at 988sc.org. Whether you're having an emergency or you know someone who needs support now, they can help you take the next step towards finding hope and healing.
There is hope. 988sc.org.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. I apologize for last week not getting any podcasts out. It was a roller coaster of a week. We had just stuff going on like crazy. Our personal lives have become severely busy. And so something I do, and it drives Amanda crazy, but I do it anyways because I can't help myself. I rescue dogs and other animals that are in need that I think if I don't grab them and bring them back here and get them healthy and get them adopted out somewhere, they will become another statistic. So I grabbed these two puppies. I'll share my screen here in a second. So I'll just show you these little guys. So I grabbed these two little guys on Friday morning on my way back from work. They were in real bad shape. You can see Delilah, she's the one in the front. You can see all the little places where she had scabs and stuff. And then Samson, he's back here. They were just covered with fleas and ticks and all kinds of other things. Have mange and all this other stuff. So I got almost no sleep on Friday afternoon when I got home from work. I got home around 9 a.m. and by about 4 or 5 o'clock, I had gotten like an hour or two of sleep because I was concerned about these two guys. And then Saturday, Amanda and I took them in to the vet. They got a clean bill of health, which was good. They got the rest of the ticks off of them, which they just, God, they were everywhere. Ears, between their toes, under their armpits, just anywhere they could be, they were. I think we picked off at least 150 of them. Well, we got a kitty. So, yeah, I mean, just crazy. But they're doing really well. They're very playful now. They were very tentative of people. Now all they want is attention. And they're playing and stuff like that. They got their shots. And a friend of ours is actually going to pick them up this weekend. She's traveling all the way from New Mexico to come get these little guys. And I wish we could keep them, but we already have 4. And these little guys are going to be a handful, but they're going to be awesome. I think they're about maybe 6 to 8 weeks old. They do have their puppy teeth. I mean, they have these little needles for teeth and huge paws. You can see Delilah's paws. She's got massive paws. She's probably going to be 3 or 4 times the size. I think she's like already almost 20 pounds or 30 pounds, excuse me. So anyways, just to let you guys know what's going on. That's the reason that we didn't get a podcast out, is we rescued these little guys. So anyways, let me get back to here. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on with them. We will be getting podcasts out at least 3 times a week from here on out. I know I said that last week, but it's just been crazy. I started a new job and I'm working all hours of the day. So it makes it really difficult to plan out doing a podcast with all the editing and everything we do. And So we're going to try and get out 3 podcasts a week, if not 4. I'm thinking about doing a survival, I don't want to call it survival, outdoor podcast that has survival and I don't know, I hate the word prepping, but being prepared for whatever might happen out in the woods, which stuff always goes wrong on every investigation, no matter what we do. So we're probably going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to prepare for investigations, what happens on investigations and stuff like that. So I won't get into that too much. I'm working on that. I may just do a completely new podcast that has nothing to do with Deep Woods Paranormal. So stay tuned for that. Okay. So we talked about the old jail investigation. I finally have gotten through all the evidence. There was quite a bit. I'm only going to start with the jail because that's the only video out right now. We're going to have multiple chapters on the old jail. We've been there before. We had quite a bit of activity the first time. We had a lot of K2 hits, some spirit box hits, and not a lot of audio. For some weird reason, we didn't get a lot of audio. But I've noticed recently that the places we're going into, it seems like the more haunted the location is, the more our gear is getting manipulated. Excuse me. So what I mean by that, I mean that our K2s are going off. We're getting better voices through the spirit box. They're clearer and louder. Of course, we upgraded our speakers, so that makes a big difference. And then audio-wise, I don't know what's going on with the audio. Every time I turn on an audio recorder, I have multiple audio recorders sitting out throughout the room, sometimes 3 or 4 of them, just because I'm doing an experiment to see which one turns off first. Or I record all this audio and I see it at the end of the night. I can see there's 4 recordings. I get home, there's no recordings.
Let's face it, most people aren't making massive turkey feasts on the regular, and after 364 days of not thinking about it, it can be hard to get that bird just right. That's where Instacart, the holiday rescue app, comes in. From getting all the ingredients to prep a full seasonal spread to getting last-minute swaps in a turkey emergency, Instacart has everything a holiday host needs to save face and save dinner. And right now, if you download Instacart, you get free delivery on your first 3 orders and delivery in as fast as 1 hour. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It's like, what in the world just happened? And this seems to be continually happening. Something continually seems to be messing with the gear. And just, I don't know why. Stopping video recordings in the middle of recordings. You've seen the old jail. We left a camera, a night vision camera, static night vision camera, facing towards solitary confinement, because that's a very hot spot in that jail. That's where that shadow is seen, and it's able to manipulate things. And of course, as soon as I turned on the camera, I immediately switched on infrared, turned on 2-hour lights, 2-hour spotlights. You should have been able to see down the hallway crystal clear. But immediately, the higher lights drained and died. The camera turned from infrared to regular camera to the normal settings, which you can't do that unless you stop the recording and go back in and switch it. It's not able to do that. So I have no explanation for that one. And then as Amanda and I were sitting there, I don't want to ruin the video. If you haven't seen the show, or the chapter 1 of the old haunted town. We started in that old jail. We were experiencing things from the get-go. I'll just put it that way. Not only myself, but Rebecca and Amanda too. Amanda was hearing things, which is unusual. She doesn't normally experience much. So she was hearing like muffled talking upstairs. I was hearing, which is pretty much like boot steps, heel, and then hit the toe, heel, hit the toe, heel, hit the toe. I could hear something walking around it. And at one point it sounded like an old cell had slammed. Now, I don't know if that's residual. When I've talked about residual before, that just basically is like a rerun in history. No matter what, it's not ghost. It's just energy replaying itself. You might hear an old jail cell close, or you might hear footsteps, or you might hear talking. It's just energy that's trapped in time, essentially, and it continually will replay at similar times, basically maybe on a daily or a weekly or monthly or yearly basis. So anyways, I don't want to get too much into that, but the jail was a pretty good investigation. We investigated the whole location. We spent some time in the old post office, which is one of my favorite spots there. Did come in contact with the lady that was there, but she didn't seem like she wanted to really talk. But we made contact with a couple other spirits in there. And then the old schoolhouse, of course, they were yapping through the spirit box. They were just nonstop talking. And again, camera right in the middle of recording. Didn't show, it showed a recording. As I was looking at through the viewfinder, I could see it was recording. I could see what was going on and everything. I had about an hour's worth of recording in there. I came home, I had 15 minutes. So, and then we went into, and that happened in the post office too, cut off in the post office as well. I've checked the camera. It's not the camera. This is the first time this is happening. Changed out the memory card inside. I've never had an issue with any of the memory cards. I've got multiples of them because we record so much video and audio. And then we ended up over in the train depot at the end. But like I said, we're going to be doing public investigations there, where we allow the public to come in and investigate with us. We'll give you some K2s. We'll probably carry a camera just to try and document what's going on. And then, we might do some audio stuff as well, do some EVP sessions. And then if people want to use like dowsing rods or anything like that, they're welcome to do that as well. And then we have lots of trigger objects, as you've seen as part of the jail. Sorry, my kitty's deciding to make a lot of noise. So cigarettes, cigars, tobacco, whiskey, and stuff like that. We had all that. And essentially we just left it to, basically let them enjoy it for a little while. And then we came back and picked it up later. And of course, we put EM pumps out everywhere. I think that's a huge key to getting activity now, especially because this old jail upstairs, there's no power up there at all. It seems like all these old jails, they have power downstairs, but no power upstairs, mainly because nobody spends any time. Of course, there's no air conditioning in any of these buildings either because they're so old. But yeah, it was a fun investigation. If you're on our YouTube channel, please go watch the Old Town series. There's going to be multiple chapters, and we'll continue to add to those chapters as we go. It's going to be a place we're going to be doing a lot of research here, hopefully over the next couple of 3 or 4 years. And we'll continually update and do investigations and show you guys anything that we get during investigations and public investigations, so you guys can see the stuff that we're catching. All right, guys. So the Bigfoot podcast will come out, I think, either tomorrow or Sunday. So be looking for that. That'll come out. And then we'll try and get back onto a regular schedule of doing a podcast every other day, maybe. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe on Sundays. so that you guys have more podcasts and stuff like that to listen to and watch. So again, we really appreciate your support. Thank you to all the new subscribers on our YouTube channel, and thank you for all the likes and the comments. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the positive remarks. So thank you guys again. We really appreciate it. That helps motivate us to keep going. And we want to thank all our new subscribers over at Spring that are helping us grow our podcast as well, our audio podcast. So, and our podcasts are basically on every single platform now. Spotify, iHeartRadio, you name it, Apple Podcasts, we're everywhere. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you here shortly.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.